Thank you. Roll call.
Trustee Richards,
Here.
trustee Jackson, trustee McLaughlin, here. Trustee Gray, here. Trustee Hodge,
Here.
trustee Colgrove, trustee Myers. We have a quorum.
I have anyone have any additions or changes to the agenda tonight? Or? I'm hearing none. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Second. I have a motion made by trustee McLaughlin, seconded by trustee Gray to approve the agenda as written. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Motion, the agenda is approved. Okay, that brings us to information discussion correspondence, and we have the NIEA updates for the Climate Trinity Unified School District, correct?
Yes, that's, continue.
Okay.
Good evening, I'm Penny Henry, I'm the, I think I gotta be all on. National Indian Education Association, Tribal Communities and Schools for Climate Trinity Joint Unified School District. I'm here to do a little report tonight, since you guys are in fun and not to drive anywhere. We have completed our school needs assessment for Upa Elementary and for Orleans. We are, we just got Carmen Marshall hired for the high school, so she'll start on hers for the high school, and we have Carly Lewis for Witchpet Jack Norton, and she'll start tomorrow on the community needs assessment. We are targeting 25 students per coordinator in the school, so that by the time we get Trinity Valley one, we'll be targeting 150 students in the school district to the end of the school year. And we're thinking about going through the summer until they start back up in the fall again. We'll still have 11 students. It looks like most of our kids, just talking with the principals, are going to be for elementary. Probably up in the tiers of behavior. But along with attendance and academic issues, there's behavior. So it's kind of a norm in the CIS model. So we're looking at most of the percentage of what we will be doing will be behavior. And then I do believe Orleans has a minimum, a couple of kids that aren't even going to school yet. Tech One or Jack Norton has a couple that don't come to school regularly, and then Scotty hasn't told me what his percentage is of yet, but for him, he has to complete his student. But I just wanted to thank Mr. Johnson and Tina. They've been so supportive of us in the school. They have just been, they do meetings with us once a week, and they've helped with the school needs assessment and the school support plan, and Karen up in Orleans is helping Our Lady up there, and they've been really, really supportive. So right now, that is done, the school needs assessment, school support plan. So now those principals have to select 25 students. So once we get the 25 students, we have to get permission slips from the parents, and then we'll start our case management with those 25 individuals. So each coordinator has. We don't have anybody for Trinity Valley yet, so I'm doing that. I'll be doing their school needs assessment and their school support plan, and I'll be doing case management also until we can get somebody hired up there. And I don't see, I think we need to get it advertised on your guys' website and probably back on NIEA's website, so we can get some people, get somebody hired for up there. We have a lot of people supporting us. I've been working with the Tribal Corps. They put me on their wellness team for the being the program manager for NIEA. And we have TANF and behavior health. So we've already been making those connections to get people to support us with the students that we're going to be serving in the schools. We've been making contact with students. The girls are out there greeting students when they come to school, so we can have direct relationships, so they can start that trust with us. And then I had I'm just gonna share this little story. I had a little thing in Willow Creek and I didn't know the two young boys were in detention and I walked out of the principal's office and they were sitting, I said, oh, hi. I said, what's your name? They told me their names and I said, oh, they asked who I was and I told them what I was doing. I'd be working with kids with academic behavior and attendance issues. And they said, if they did incentives, people would come to school all the time. And I said, well, don't you guys get to go somewhere? They said, the water slides. And I said, well, is that an incentive? Yeah. And then the other little boy said, I was sick 2 days, so I don't get to go. And I said, oh, well, bummer. Well, we'll have to think about a different incentive. Anyway, I said, so what are you guys doing? And they said, we're in trouble. I said, why? And they said, we were bullying. And I said, oh, so you're in after school detention. This is the detention center. And I said, oh, when you guys got up this morning, did you guys think that you'd be sitting in detention today just because you were bullying? They both looked up and they go, oh. I said, what other choices could have you made? And the other guy said, you've got me. He goes, not bully anyone. And the other guy said, be nicer. And I said, oh, yeah, you guys fixed it right there, solutions. And I said, that's the way to think about that next time. And they were like, you're nice. You talk to us. Are you gonna work here? I said, I'm gonna be here every once in a while, but I just wanna introduce myself. And they were like, oh, could you come back tomorrow? I said, well, no, I gotta go to other schools. And they were like, oh, okay. I said, but next time you see me, I want you to come up and tell me if you've been bullying, okay? And we'll check in. And they're like, okay. But those are just important relationships that our people need to make. You know, whether they're in trouble or not, and establishing a relationship to have them talk. Sent an email to the gals and I said, you know, these are things that we have to work on. These are some that we have to do when we're reading, when we're walking around in the school, whether we're out on the playground at Trinity or Hoopa Elementary, making a relationship with students is what we're supposed to be doing. So I have hope that there's hope in some of the kids that we're gonna be dealing with. I think that having that one-on-one contact with those coordinators is gonna improve some of them. We might not get them all, but we will get some.
Nice.
But that's what I wanted to update you on. My next update will be the 45-day after case management starts, and it will give you more breakdowns of where we're at and what the stats are on all those 25 students per school. And that's all I had. If you had any questions.
So it's 25, it's just 25 students per school that's gonna be,
No, Hoopa Elementary has 2 coordinators, so they'll have 50.
Mhm.
And then the high school's only gonna have 25. Jack Norton and Witchpet combined together will have 25 because there's 24 and 9 students there. So 25 of them, most of them,
most
all
of
of
them.
them
Yeah.
are gonna, they have a coordinator, and then 25 will come out of Orleans. And then I'll do 25 in Trinity Valley.
Well, I'm really happy to hear what you're saying because I just did a attendance invitation. I don't have your email yet. But I do want to invite you where it is November 20th here at 10 o'clock. But the email was all about building relationships and what that affects the attendance and things like that. So, yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that though.
I think
Right.
being on the wellness team, Richard Blake wants to tie me into the SARB because the county's kicking it back to the tribal judges.
Yes, they are.
And so I'm on that team, so I'll get a better idea about what SARB is, and hopefully we don't have students in SARB. I mean, prevention, so I'm excited about getting that connection to the tribal court, working with them and being on this their board. So thanks for that. I think it'll all tie in, and then when we start sending you guys reports, you'll get to see some of that stuff, of who we're reporting.
Yeah, the needs assessment that you're talking about at all sites, is the board privy to that or?
Yes, we can print it once it's finalized. We just, right now, my supervisor is reviewing it. And then Colton will sign it for Hoopa, and then Karen will sign it for Orleans, and then we'll get you guys a copy.
Yeah.
Cause all the stats are in there, the attendance,
Oh,
the
that's great. That's great.
behavior concerns, all that stuff's all in that data. be able to push out a really good report, but we definitely can share it.
Okay,
Okay,
that's great.
all right,
That's great. Thank you.
So what communications connection you have with the foster kids? You differentiate those?
I'm on the, this wellness team that I'm on, I just went to a court, with the Superior Court in Eureka. So all those people are foster kids, social workers, ICWA social workers, judges, the district attorney's office. Can't remember everybody, but I just met him the other day, so we'll be doing those meetings about foster kids. And parents who are in the system and don't have their kids and are trying to get their kids, I'll be moving into that too, so you have I'll have a lot of information and resources to work with being in the wellness team.
Awesome.
Okay.
I did have one question. You mentioned TANF and those, are you hooked up with the TANF and the court system for all the tribes in the area?
No.
Rock and Peru also, or just Tupa?
I'm just coupon so far, and it's my fault because I've been so busy, but I do need to, I'm getting on the, Kudu, tribal council meeting next month in Orleans. And then, we're inviting the TANF to be part of the support for the school, because their office is right across from the Orleans school up there. So I just have to go and do a meet greet and support team and all fun for up there. And, but they're on the agenda for December. And then I still need to make time to go over, I'm kind of waiting for election to be done downriver. So I can go over and do the tribal council in Klamath and then tie their people all into the same.
Because
way that we have here.
the Bureau tribe, they have meetings in Willow Creek and in Witch Neck also. So
Oh, they
you can
do?
pick one
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah.
closer for you, so you don't have to go there. And also they have a Zoom option, which is possible, so actually make it real simple for you to try to.
Yeah, they'll get everything you guys are getting.
Yeah, the TANF office, I believe we have one in Willow Creek,
You do.
so,
Oh,
okay,
I have to go to Trinity Valley. So I'll be sure to try to touch base with somebody up there to get them all in the TANF up there. I've just been centered right here right now, because these are the ladies I've been working on this school needs assessment and the plan, so. Now that we have other people hired and they're ready to start, then I can start getting their teams ready for them. Okay.
sounds great.
All right.
Thank you for the
Thank
update.
you. Do we have any public comment on that subject?
And also hearing that, he's the attorney waiting in closed session, so
Oh, okay.
you just have to take us, well, you have this first.
Yeah, and we have the first reading, that's just the first reading on the mobile communication devices. So everyone can look at that, and then do we have any public comment on that issue? I mean, if not, then
Yeah, we're gonna go into
to
closed
session.
for about 15 minutes, so Nick Klopp, I was gonna say it, Hopeful, can give us an update
Oh,
on
I just-
a case that we're dealing with, yes.
I do just have one comment in regards to one of the positions for public employment. I just want to ensure that the hours that you are approving for the position is correct.
Which position is that?
The EPP workability caseworker.
And
It's a
what is
7.5 hour position.
7.5?
And I'm not sure if it was put down as 8. Working
Okay,
on
on the
first
list.
interim, we're coming across some things, so that's just to make
It's always
sure.
been 7.5. 7.5. Okay, so
I
we
just
can
wondered
note
if
that in the minutes. It's a TPP workability, it's Angel Earl.
Thank you.
Okay, any other public comment on closed session items?
Jennifer, you're second after him.
Okay.
I'll come and get you.
Hearing none, we'll adjourn